Oh, let me rewind this. Watch this. So this tree, it just fell. Right here. It just right in front of me. I ducked in that tree before it happened. Because I felt like...
That shows you. What the...
Good morning. I woke up at like 5 this morning. Can you see me in there? I think you can a little bit. This is something new. It's something I kind of figured out. Let me see if I can do this. Which one will be better? I don't think it'll matter when I zoom. I'll leave that on so you can see me a little bit. Been struggling here. I'm just not looking for sympathy, but just answering questions. Yes, this has been crazy. You guys, I have an amplified version of this. My own family, I didn't even get a happy Thanksgiving from one person in my family. It was a pretty sad day for me. While my ears, I had more concern from friends through this than I did from my own family. It was simply an amazing day for me not to get one happy Thanksgiving from any of my children, my parents. Usually I'll take an initiative and stuff, but I was like, let me see if anybody, have you guys ever done that? Like, let me see if anyone really loves me. I didn't get anything. So that was a little bit, I was a little heartbroken on Thanksgiving Day. It's not that I even needed it or wanted it, but since it didn't happen, I was like, man. So anyway, here we go. Check this out, you guys. I want to show you something that you've probably never seen before, because it's always been very difficult. So remember, when I first started this, when I first walked into the first thing that ever happened to me, where I saw them, I saw my first X, my first world of structures. I heard my first bark, I got my first vocals, I got my first whistles, I saw the most unbelievable X in the world. When I saw this X, you guys, everything I've ever known, everything I knew wholeheartedly. That's how I know, like, there's something special with me here, because you could show an X to a regular person and it would mean nothing. To me, it meant the changing of my life. It meant everything right then and there. This is something that happened this day. This is actually a couple days after that. So I go back, right? I'm like, I've seen them, you guys. I have. You can't imagine what else has happened, right? I don't want to tell you stories. So anyway, I paused. This is a video. I paused it, but you can see them because this is not an easy one. So what I did was figure out a way. Remember, I'm zooming on a TV. It's not a monitor. If this was let's turn this off. If this was a computer monitor, it would be much better. You can see the Bigfoot. He's right there. You see his face? It's an amazing picture. That's Golex, I believe. He's a buddy of mine. And you can see here, they do have weapons. You can see how he's on one knee, and he's holding his weapons. You can see this is, let me get over there. This is a weapon right here. These are his muscles. You can even see his muscles. Okay, that right here is the top of his head. Can you see me? They have flat heads. And you can see the Bigfoot. It's very difficult to see him leaning out. There's actually one there, and all the babies are above. I have it much better, actually. It's been cleaned up a little bit. This is old footage, and I just came across it, so I wanted to show that to you. And you can see here, let's play this. You can see how fast. I'm on a cell phone. Ooh, that was pretty good for a second. Hold on. Let's do this live. Remember, like I said, we're all family here at Colorado Bigfoot. Let's do this, so we can all understand it, so we see it's not a professional, like someone's trying to fool you. No, it's just Marc, just this guy that this all happened to, like a completely out of character person. I don't like this one. Watch this, okay? Here, let's see if we can keep it there and watch it. Ooh, you see him? Look at that, you guys. Ooh. Sorry if there's lines. I might do this again when I finally get a real monitor. It's something I'm willing to put on my credit card, even though my credit cards are almost maxed. I'm thinking about buying one of those really nice, like the curved, beautiful monitors, because I won't have this pixelation and I can show you guys amazing things. Remember, this was a cell phone. I've had opportunities like this since with a real camera, but you just don't do it, you guys. You have to understand. It depends what they're doing. If they're giving it to you, like they're becoming your friend, you don't want to betray them. People don't really put themselves in these situations properly. If it's they're not giving me much, and I feel like, listen, you guys, you're gonna keep doing this. I'm You know, I'm going to get you today. You know, it's a kind of a mindset out there, really. Grab my coffee. And my ears are ringing. Please forgive me for my commentary, because the ringing gets in the way of everything, you guys, when it's extreme. All your thoughts, everything. So let's go to the next one. I wanted to show you. I want to show you a couple more, but I really wanted to show you these guys. As you can see, it's an amazing situation. Okay, I'm in my camera. I can see the Bigfoot perfectly. Okay, but I just want to explain it really quick. You see him? He's turned sideways. There's his face, and he's turned this way. You know, he's looking at me this way. This guy is protecting. You got all the babies above, just in case. I actually had an AK-47 with a 30-round clip on my back, because I didn't know what was happening, you guys. Because a few days before, I walked into this world and I saw them with my own eyes. Okay, and I'm going to show you one of those. I'm going to show you that in a second. Literally on film, I'm going to show you him ducking. But I've done this before, but never really where you could see it. A lot of people do know this, but a lot of people can't see it because they just can't do it. It's an amazing thing. This is all real. Hey, so I was just looking through. I didn't even know I had it. I finally found the original from the first one I was showing you. So most people have never seen this before.
They're right there. They're right behind me. I'm not scared. I'm just...
Okay, you see them? They're right there. That's the one I was showing you with the gun, remember? See his arms? It's real, you guys. He's got a weapon. There's no question in my mind that he's holding a weapon right there. Now, I hope it's not liney, because on the camera it looks pretty good right now. And you can see the Bigfoot. He's right there. You can see his face.
Excited or nervous or something.
Boom. Structure right over my head.
One time, maybe I have
Brakes.
With Dave, I think.
This is the second. I don't forget how long it had been, but I didn't know anything else. I had just been coming here after seeing them in their structures. And that was it. Let's see if we can't do it again real quick. Yep, there he is. Just on one pause, there it is. That's amazing right there. Look at him. He's right there. Now, look, even if you were a person over there and you paused, anyone that knows anything about photography, or if you've ever taken a picture of yourself and it looked funny, you know that you're going to look a little bit funny. You know, it's not going to be perfect. Why is it blurry? Well, I mean, look, if you can't figure out why it's a little bit blurry, like, you probably should just go, I don't know. I mean, this is not the subject for you. It's blurry. It's way back in the woods there. And it's actually not blurry. So that's the thing. It's to me, it's right there. There's no blur at all. It's exactly the way it should be. So that's amazing.
Excited or nervous or something.
Yeah.
I filmed that break one time. Maybe I have.
Okay, forgive the horrible audio. So here's the Bigfoot.
Seems to see what I want them to see, but I just want to show you really quick here.
Here's the same structure.
I'm just going to pause it. Sorry for my...
Watch this. Bigfoot sitting
Can't
down.
go all the
This is
way
what
in,
kind of
you
put
gotta-
me on the map.
Pause it right about there, I think. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so just pause it there. I don't even want you to look at it here, really. Just want you to go back to the regular video. You get a better shot, but...
Okay, there he is. People just don't understand. You know, this is all real. You can't fake. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it today. Well, first of all, I have tinnitus and there's a snowstorm outside, okay? Secondly, I just want to show you, you know, because people just get to see that. That's all they see. And, you know, their brains can't understand. You guys might, because, you know, you've seen enough footage and enough things. And there's also an entire situation going on around him. It's an entire magical situation. It's unbelievable. And then I got the one here that I never talk about, where his eyes literally turn red. His eyeballs. He came out, you guys, I saw it with my own eyes, okay? Which is so hard to do in this. He comes out sideways. We're talking about the one to the right. And it has like what looks like a deer skin over his head, right? He's absolutely tremendously big. His ears have like these little hanging loops, almost like he has like earrings, but I think it's just the way his ears are. He comes out. I have that where his eyes turn red. It's somewhere else. I'll try to find it. His eyes turn, here, let me show you my face. His eyes turn, so I'm not hand driving in front of the camera. His eyes turn completely red, like they're really big, and I can see that, right? As he's sideways, his eyes turn bright red. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to go home now. I close my camera, and I turn around, and I get in the car, and I'm like, oh my God. Like this energy overload I came out of pretty quickly. Sometimes you completely forget. Like, I think a lot of times you have no memory. It can be reestablished with a visual, so a video or a picture from that moment sometimes can bring that memory back, but other times not at all. Like the rock throwing incident with Dan. Me and Dan have no memory of that whatsoever. Like these idiots doing the breakdowns or whatever. Like they're doing a breakdown and we don't even know what happened. Isn't that funny? Like these guys going crazy over us and all of our experiences. Like they can't do Bigfoot on their own, so they latch on to someone like me, who is literally involved in getting every piece of evidence in the world. And then they're going to criticize or do whatever, because they try to be nice at first, but no one gives them attention. So the only way they can get attention is just try to be negative, and they'll come at you. They just need something, some kind of attention in this, because they can't do it themselves. It's pretty sad. It really is. Now, if I was that guy, which is it could have been very possible, because I don't know, I'm just in the right place, or I don't know what happened, but if I was the person that was trying to do this subject and I saw this person, and most of the people in the community are following that person, not me, I'd be like, what's this guy doing? He must be doing something right, you know? I'm going to be this guy's best friend. I'm not going to attack him for attention. I'm going to try to be this guy's friend. I want to see what he's doing right, what he's, like maybe I can be friends with him, or I can go out with him, or he can show me how to do it, It's like, nope, the ego, right in the way. This guy's got to show you how to do it. He's got to be the one, things like that, and these people will be lost forever. I feel so bad for anyone that's donated money to these people or tried to help them, and people that, especially researchers that don't understand the structures. If you are supporting somebody that doesn't show you structures, you are wasting your money and you're wasting everybody's time. Actually, just about to start making this video, right? And then I found the clip where you can see his eye turn red. There it is, right there. It's bright red, you guys. He's got, I call it a deer skin, but it's something else on his head. He's absolutely huge. You can see his other eye. It's actually just below. It's just in the kind of like there's trees in the way. I watched him. You know what I mean? And some of these things you can't tell because, we're just getting faces, right? It gets old, it gets confusing. It's okay. Here we go again. The entire clan is in the bushes staring at us, which some people think is pareidolia because their brains can't understand it, right? It's an amazing thing. Like, you would think you'd be intuitive enough to figure it out instead of just deny. It blows my mind. I was talking to my buddy Tom, and he's like, listen, Mark, you're doing a great job. He compliments me and stuff. He's like, but you gotta stop saying idiot and moron and calling people idiots. I'm like, I know, but it's just, you don't understand. I'm so far along in this that it's amazing just at how ignorant the world is. There you go. Yes, I got a new word. So I got to come up with a name because I can't get over just how silly people are. Their brains are so simple, yet they think they're so smart. It's amazing. There's also one right there. I can't show it to you because it's going to pixelate, but watch this dude. Do I have my mouse? Here, let me grab the mouse. And let's do this. So I paused it literally while I saw his eyes, like, oh my god. This is when I left. I was like, oh my god. But see, here's why you believe that, okay? So his eyes, first of all, his eyes weren't red, okay? And then they turned red, and that's when my decisions change. I also see this. Do you see that right there? Then you got your chloroform ones that are near it. There's ones all over this entire, look at that. Were the ones that become part, it just looks like they're part of the tree, but it's part of their magic, you guys. It's just technology. They're everywhere. So there's what people think is pareidolia, because they're too uneducated on the subject. Wow, that was so hard. I feel like the word idiot is just kind of covers all bases. At this point, like, people should just be, not just for me, but other people. Like, we're not all going to do this. We're not doing this for our health. There's a white one right there. I think. Yeah, that's the white one right there. That's actually the one I know the best right there. That's my buddy. You just can't see him very well here. There's an entire clan right there. Now, keep in mind, this is the same video. So if you're questioning anything here, don't. Because look, there's your Bigfoot. Okay, there's the one sitting down. He's right there. Okay, sorry about the lines. So I'm zooming in. Okay, boom, I missed him because I see this guy. That's how, the only reason I didn't get, so I don't know if this was a distraction for me not to film the other one sitting down perfectly. because I see this guy moving, so I immediately go to zoom on him, and you can watch. Let's see if we can see it. I'm going to play it once. I'm not going to go crazy. You might be able to see his eyes light up. You might not.
It really
You can literally see them lighting up. Boom! Look at them glowing.
I'm seeing it on there. Look at this.
I'm hoping I can get it good enough. I stop it right there, and I just leave. It was crazy, you guys. I just leave. Like, I was kind of... This was the end, towards the end of my day, and I turn around. There he is. I just paused it again. You can literally see his eyeball in the middle. He's right there, you guys. This is real, okay? Okay, I also found another version of... it says slow motion, so let's just see. I didn't even watch it first. Let's just watch it right here. I remember doing this, but let's just see if we can see it on this camera. If not, I probably won't put it up.
All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to try to give you an idea. I'm getting really aggravated that people can't see what I see. So here we go. Cell phone on my monitor. Without even zooming, I can see him. He's right there. Okay? He's kneeling down with his...
He moves his arm, you guys, so
arms
blatantly.
around his knees, so his butt is kind of hovering. There's the head. It's a really much bigger head. Okay? That
Don't stop
is
looking
more
at the
like
white
a
head.
person. I mean, in my opinion, look at that. I'm trying to zoom in and out the best I can. Look at that.
This is the most amazing
There's
footage
also
ever
a dead
taken.
Deer right there.
Yeah, you can see the dead deer.
You can see it clear as day.
He's actually
I think I can
digging
see it
at
on
the dead
video.
deer,
When I
the
upload
baby.
it, it's going to distort or something. I don't know. Watch its hands move. He's moving.
The little one's moving down below. He's gouging at the dead mountain lion. Most people think it's a mountain lion they saved me from. So that was pretty amazing. Okay, so let's just play this.
I think it's worth it. I'm going to try to talk a little bit, okay? I'll tell you why later.
Okay, so I had just been kneeling down by this crazy structure, okay? It's the most unique structure, that's one of the most unique structures ever found in the world. Okay, and I'm not joking. It's incredible. But I was there for so long. I stand up. It already happened just before this, when I turned the camera on. He was right there. He came in to kind of look to see what the heck I was doing. He couldn't deal. I stood up. He was right there. He glides back up, and then this is the situation from there. Okay. You don't need to hear it, even though it's on. Let's see if I can do this. I'm just kind of winging this and that because I know exactly where he is. So I go something. So what I just said was something's over there. Okay, because what I've done is I watched him glide right through here, and he goes to there. Okay, I've told you this story in a million different ways at a million different times. Okay, but a lot of people still don't know. It's one of the reasons I have to do this. I have a lot of new people, and they just don't know the history here. So he glides up, and he's right there. Okay. Now the other ones are right in front. The half and halves. The ones that want to kill me are right in front. Okay, so let me show you really quick where I want you to watch, okay? I think this is my original clip. This is you can see him. Sorry about the lines. There's the half and half, okay? Can you see him with his arms folded? His legs are black. Oh, you guys, you know what? I have to do a battery change. His legs are black. They have hair from the waist down. Okay, and you can see, of course, there's structures behind them. You will never see a real picture of Sasquatch or a forest being without structures involved. Okay, it's one of the tricks here, guys. They never leave their comfort zones. It's a very, very rare thing where just a Sasquatch is seen somewhere. This is why they're so successful. They're always in their places. They come from somewhere. This is where they do their thing. So let me do a quick battery change. Okay, forgive me for that. I should have been more prepared. What was I saying? Okay, so this guy's right here. This guy's a whole nother story, okay? He moves, okay? If you watch him, watch his arm move. I can't do it on this. It has to be slowed down. Now, if you can slow that footage down, you can actually see him. There's been breakdowns of this where he takes his hand and he goes like that. He's like this, you guys. Let me back this up a little bit. He literally, so he's kneeling down, he literally just goes like this to me. He just like waves me. He's like, so I don't know if he's got control of me because I literally turn around and I'm like, remind me to go back there later, but let me show you. So watch this. Remember, I'm kind of winging these, like, I'm not over preparing because I want you to see how real this is. That's my little thing, you know. It's like I just want to keep this all down to earth, like I'm sending a video to my friend. Okay, I don't want this to be too detailed or confusing or too professional, because then people can't understand. You know, like people that are on the fence and they want to get their brain over that hump. Maybe, you know, just hearing a layman, a regular guy, and he's showing you footage that he took 4 or 5 years ago with a cell phone. You know, I saw them. There's no opinion needed here. This is real. If you don't think this is real, you really need to get something, like you got to go like get some help or something, or you're just on the wrong subject. And I really mean that. I'm not trying to be mean, but man, there's something wrong with you. Pete, there's a million of us trying to show you, but your brain doesn't even know why it doesn't believe anything. Do you ever think about that? You don't even know why you don't believe anything. It's amazing to me. Watch this.
One's over there. What the?
I'm like, what the? Okay, so watch here. Okay, I want you to watch there, right there. You see his head? Watch that white, okay? Just watch it. Boom. Okay? It's gone. That's him ducking. That's the guy I knew because I couldn't see the other guys. He came back and he missed. He missed the cloaking that they were in, whatever, you know, their magic. And forgive me for this. He's right there. Hold on a second. Remember, I'm trying to do this so you can see that it's real. Let's just watch it. And
Something's over there. What the?
See him duck? Boom, he's gone. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to go on to something else, because this is a very tough video, you guys. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know I was doing Bigfoot yet. So technically, this is just some dude with a cell phone that found a Bigfoot world. One of the most amazing, I may add, that's ever been found, which is Bigfoot Universe. Right there. He's right there. That's the top of his head. There's actually a Sasquatch right next to him as well, like a real black one, but that's another day. So see if we can watch this without it. It just disappears. Watch. It's the best I can do. There's many other versions of this up.
Something's over there. What the?
It's so blurry. And he ducks. And I'm like, I'm free right now, you guys. Let me just explain it. Go check this out. I knew just to turn around. I couldn't see the structures. Never with them without structures. Okay, it's impossible. So if you have a picture, if you've ever seen, let me answer a lot of questions I get. Is this guy real? Is this guy a hoaxer? Here's your answer. Okay, if there's no structures involved, he's hoaxing. Okay, if you're not in the middle of a Bigfoot world, if you're just sitting there and you don't see a Bigfoot structure, it's a fake. Okay, you can take that to the bank. So I turn around and I'm like, I mean, I'll never forget this. Okay, I forget yesterday, but I remember this like it was today. And I'm like, I'm freaking right now. Like, I am freaking out. Like, I saw him with my own eyes, you guys. Like, I saw it happen. It was crazy. That's why I turn around and I'm like, I just saw something crazy. Or I'm going to go back there later. I didn't know how to react. You know, I didn't know what to do. It's a little different now. You know, I'm deep into this. But this was my first time ever. Well, this is the first day ever. I see right after this, I see my first X. I see my first structures. I get my first bark right after this. Right now, I get my first bark. Which I have on video. So it was a pretty amazing situation. Let's go to the next.
This tree is completely off the ground.
Okay, hey, so what I'm going to do here is bounce around. I'm finding, as I'm going through some stuff, I'm just kind of winging it with what I'm going to show you, but it's going to be good, okay? Things that most people have never seen before because I can't really show it. It's all from live video. As you can see, I'm using my video. But, you know, it's like when I grab the picture, and then by the time you upload it and, you know, put it on the internet and someone puts it on their phone, it's just like it's a blurry disaster. This is when a female was with the baby right next to me. Now remember, Some of these are difficult. She's right there. You see her? You can see it on here. It's amazing. She's right there, right in front of me. Not worried. Sorry about the lines, but not. I think it kind of looks like a boob there, but I can't be sure. And you can see her arm is down holding another baby. This is pretty cool. So she's right there. This is on what I call Smell Hill. I've had some amazing experiences on this hill. They are so super stealth there. It's amazing. Let's go to the next one.